This is the morning brief with a star. I'm Susan Kiprano. A principal secretary who tested positive for COVID-19 has bitterly protested about the country's management of the pandemic and questioned what the billions spent so far have achieved. Foreign Affairs PS Macharia Kamau tested positive for the virus last week and was forced to hand over his duties to Political and Diplomatic Secretary Ambassador Tom Amolo. But Macharia regretted that the government's contact tracing has collapsed, saying there is no access to proper care, and even more tragic is that there is no medical insurance cover for the virus. Get a copy of The Star by subscribing to our e-paper for only 10 shillings by dialing *550*3#. ODM has protested President Uhuru Kenyatta's unavailability for the standoff in the Senate over the cash-sharing formula that now threatens to plunge the devolved units into a cash crisis. Minority Leader James Orengo had on Tuesday bitterly lamented that Uhuru's inaccessibility was largely to blame for the prolonged stalemate over the county's revenue-sharing formula.
And the thing that President Kibaki did, probably no other president will be able to do it. I am not ashamed of saying that. I am advising the current president to be more accessible, for us to be enabled us to solve these problems. We would not have been here if it was more accessible. I'm telling you without being afraid. I'm not saying it for me. I'm saying it for the country.
Former President Mwai Kibaki is admitted to a Nairobi hospital hardly 2 weeks after he was discharged. The former head of state is said to have been driven back to the Nairobi hospital on Monday evening and was admitted at the VIP wing ward where he is currently receiving treatment. The family of the former president, who is credited for a sterling development record during his term, has been silent, but sources within the hospital told The Star that Kibaki is being treated for a similar condition that had taken him there previously. National Assembly Speaker Justin Muturi is under intense pressure from MPs to lift Parliament's lockdown, with lawmakers claiming the gridlock is hurting their oversight role. The Public Accounts Committee has urged the Speaker to exempt his oversight panel from the directive requiring all committees to have a virtual meeting. Activities have been scaled down over COVID-19 cases. Kenya now has almost 20,000 coronavirus cases. This man is not taking any chances. An amusing sight was recently captured on camera in Australia and has left thousands of people worldwide in splits. A video filmed in the suburb of Belgrave near Melbourne shows a man walking around in a giant plastic bubble amid the coronavirus pandemic. This bubble is only the latest in the long line of weird things that people have been using to minimize human contact and maintain social distancing amid the pandemic. Get a copy of The Star by subscribing to our e-paper for only 10 shillings by dialing *550*3#. You can also get more on the Star website.